In today's training session, known as Build a Bicep and Try for a Tricep, Matt Davison and James McCoy, both certified personal trainers, will be running through how to work your arms using the CoreX.
So the first exercise we're going to go through is bicep to shoulder. So your hand, just bring them right here to the shoulder. The more control we have, the slower we do it, more contraction we're going to get. I really like to get a good hard squeeze at the top, increase the blood flow in that bicep. Really get the blood flowing. Another one that we like, hit the bicep a little bit differently. Bring the hands more toward the ears. Now it's a little bit light for me, so I'm going to bring my feet out a little bit more and increase the weight on it to the ear. Same thing. Really controlling it, squeezing the bicep, try to get as much blood flow as we can in that bicep. Last one we're going to do, bringing the hands to the head. Keeping those elbows high. This one's most similar to a preacher curl. So really isolates those biceps. They're on fire right now. Now to really increase the difficulty on this, we'll do a single arm bicep curl. To do this, we're just gonna wrap it through twice. Get it tight. Make sure we have it good and tight before we get started. Lean it back, single arm, cranking it up.
Matt, I've got one question. How many repetitions per set do you normally do?
When it comes to the bicep muscle on these things, I usually won't. I'll use those. I'll pick 3 exercises usually, and I will do 2 to 3 sets. I don't like going over 9 sets on biceps, just because everything you're doing for the bicep muscle is an isolated movement, meaning just a single joint is moving at a time. So it gets it's very strenuous, and it gets tired very quickly. So to avoid injury and to get the most out of it with recovery time, I always just do no more than 9 sets.
Now we're going to have James McCoy, also a certified personal trainer and a former pro NFL player, take us through a couple of tricep exercises. Over to you, James.
Yes, here we go, right here on the CoreX. We're going to start off with some dips. I'm going to show you 2 to 3 different ways to do the dips on the CoreX. The first one, as you see, we had to readjust the handles here to get them up high. We want our elbows, we want to start off with the elbows in a 90-degree angle. We want to kick, this would be the assistant, we'll call this the easiest way to do it first. We'll kick both legs out. Both my feet are flat here. Arms on the outside. Actually, let's put the arms on the outside. Feet are out here. And you're going to gradually come down and use your legs to come up and extend. Don't go past a 90-degree angle. You want your arms to come down in the right angle, 90 degrees, and then you want to extend all the way up. Now, if you're having a hard time, that's why we have the legs bent, to use your legs to help come up, as you can see right here. So we would call this an assistant dip right here. Now we're going to start off, I'm going to show you how to do a dip again. The first version I showed you was an easier version for a beginner using the legs. Now I'm going to show you an unassisted version, a harder version to do the dips on the CoreX. What we're going to do is we're going to kick the legs all the way out. So now you have no support. The legs are all the way out. All the weight is in the arms. Arms starting off straight. You're dropping down to a 90-degree angle, right angle, no lower. Extend back up. Keep your core tight, chest up tall. Sink down, extend up. Breathe in through your mouth, out through your nose. Take your time. Come all the way down and extend. You will feel it in your core to stabilize yourself, but it's all triceps. When I do these right here, I like to go anywhere no more than 9 sets, anywhere from 10 to 15 reps. More tricep exercises for the CoreX. I'm going to show you now how to do a tricep extension. We'll start off with palms out. Now, we come in here, you're still controlling your difficulty by where your feet at. If you see my feet, this would be for a beginner. You're basically taking half of your body weight out the equation. You're keeping the arms at a right angle still. Elbows in close. My palms are out. You're going to gradually lean over with your body weight and then extend the arms out. You're bending at the elbow, elbows in tight, 90 degrees, and then we want you to extend. This is all triceps. You'll feel it in your core, keeping your abs tight and relaxing. Now, if you want to make this a little harder, you would just kick your legs back further. Now I have more body weight involved. Now I'm still doing the same motion. I'm leaning in and extending out. You'll also feel it in your forearms. With palms facing out, you're also working your forearms and your triceps. Come down and extend, keeping the abs tight. And for those reps, I like to go anywhere from 3 sets to 12 to 15 reps. One more exercise for the triceps. Same exercise we did before, but now we're going to take the palms on the handles. A while ago, we had the palms out. Now we're going to take the palms and flip them to face you. So now the palms are facing you. Doing it this way, it's still triceps. Now we're strengthening the wrist. So if you have weak wrists, this is definitely an exercise you want to look at. Depending on where your legs are, still your difficulty. I'm taking half of my weight out the equation. Elbows are here. I'm leaning in, and all I'm doing is extending. The elbows are not moving. You're bending at the elbow, and then just extend out. Keep the arms straight, bend, and extend. If you want to make it harder, keep the legs out even further. Now I'm almost laying down. This is more body weight. This is for the more advanced. Right there and extend. We're bending, breathe, abs tight, extend. Breathe in.